Bulgaria resides in the heart of the Balkans. With 1,300 years of history, the country is one of the oldest in Europe. Mirroring the years of political change, Bulgaria carries an eclectic mix of modern and old-school communist influences. This exotic site of culture and history is the starting point of the first ever Red Bull Acro Cross competition. The lucky 13 have arrived from all over the world. These are the creme de la creme of the paragliding community. As the contestants arrive, they are treated to a delicious scoop of tasty ice cream to fight off the summer heat before taking the long drive to the city of Sopot, where the competition takes place. This historic small town, situated in a beautiful valley at the foot of Stara Planina mountain, will be the home base for the athletes. Most are visiting Bulgaria for the very first time, so we asked,
what do you think about the country?
I do love it.
It's beautiful.
Amazing.
I like the open-mindedness of Bulgarian people.
I thought in Bulgaria it was only dirt road, so that's why we have the big 4x4. Looks like there is asphalt.
The first ever Acro Cross is accommodated by Chairlift Sopot. Offering up-to-date amenities and relaxing ambience, it has already proven a hotspot for the paragliding fanatics. The lift stretches over 3,900 meters, giving easy access to the stunning high-altitude takeoff sites. Tucked in the central part of the longest mountain on the Balkans, the high mountain terrain creates ideal flying conditions. This new concept of combining the acro and cross elements is created by Red Bull athlete Veso Ovcharov.
The format is really complex, and it's combining not only the cross-country and acro, even the accuracy landing, because we need to finish in a circle. It's very challenging, and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. Pilots who choose a bigger wing that cannot fly all the hardcore maneuvers but have the advantage of going further and higher will be the one to succeed in this competition.
The score is a combination of 3 elements. Each letter of the Acro Cross title represents a point. This means 4 points for the ACRO and 5 for the CROSS, of which the second S is if they land in the circle. The goal is to collect all 9 letters. One maneuver is to be performed at each turn point.
We separate the maneuvers in 3 pools. Easy pool, maneuvers which just give you the letters, and another pool which is slightly more technical and they give you some time bonus, and the most difficult pool, hardcore tricks, who give you 5-minute time bonus.
Pilots will be using GPS to navigate through the cross-country task and record their track. The acro tricks will be recorded by onboard POV cameras and reviewed upon landing.
So Acro Cross is a totally new style of flying because it's a mixed competition. It's 50% cross-country and 50% aerobatics.
It's a format I was kind of dreaming about.
All the competition acro paragliding is just straight in fly, short fly. Just to make a high altitude, you do the run. In the Acro Cross here, you need to fly 20 kilometers. You do some tricks in the middle of the task. This is really nice.
The glider I've chosen to fly can't do some of the tricks that are involved there. So it's going to be really a tactical week, choosing the right glider for the right day so that you can perform the best tricks but also make the distance and also finish the competition. So for sure it's going to be a long tactical week. We'll see how it goes.
Last time I was using this glider was 7,000 meters in a balloon, so I hope I reach half of this altitude by thermal today. Acro Cross Sopot. Let's do it. Day 1, changing the history of paragliding.
And while everyone else is already in the sky, Jimbo is still on the takeoff.
Quoi aujourd'hui?
The first day of event was truly epic. I see pilots throwing their tricks on the phone of this mountain view. It was like half of Bulgaria in front of our eyes.
Право, както ви е топло, тук горе на 300 се дигахме.
I am at 3000 meters. I'm in the stratosphere and I am happy.
We made a perfect race. We went down there 10 kilometers, made some nice tricks, and it was an incredible race.
Oh, I'm super happy, I think I'm in good position, pole position right now. Nikola Donini is like next to me, but with this glider he cannot make twisted infinite and twisted rhythmic, so I believe I'm in first position for now.
It was incredible, man. Good fun, really pumping, great people, great flying. Just a great place.
Despite the pumping adrenaline and good energy, some have trouble.
My GPS is off. I made the whole thing, but without proofs. I started to the first cylinder, and when I arrived there and did the first maneuver, I switched off my phone. I was totally blind and I was going with my memory.
Unfortunately, Jack was not able to film one of his tricks.
We're missing one. We're missing the... Yes. We have to talk with Jack.
What I thought was that because we did it before the start, that it was like just for the public.
But did you film?
No.
Then you need...
Top 3 is Nick Donini, first place, second place Francoise Ragolski, and third place Jack Pimblet from England. Nick was not doing hardcore maneuvers, just 1 or 2 from 4, and he was the fastest, and he made also the landing, and he's the total overall winner for task 1.
My strategy was to lose less altitude possible during the macro maneuver and then go as fast as possible during the race.
I ended up second. I put full bonus point. I got all the stuff, but Nikola Donini was so fast. So yeah, I have to be better in cross.
Day 2 of Red Bull Acro Cross starts with a morning salute. Elated by the perfect weather yesterday, everyone is eager to learn today's task.
Since we arrived, we see only amazing stuff here. Like the people who are helping are very, very friendly and very, very warm welcoming. The mountain have the perfect shape for paragliding. It's a huge one with a lot of options, and the flatland in the front is like very, very, very beautiful.
Strategy for the second day is just to have fun. I'm so happy to be here and to be with my friends. You know, it was just amazing. We were all like climbing up to cloud base, super happy, screaming at each other. It's amazing. Just another day like that would be amazing.
Tricky weather surprises all, and many cannot complete the task. This day might be declared invalid.
Super bad conditions.
Today was much stronger wind, wrong direction from north. He pushed all thermals from the mountain to the valley, and it was really wrong.
It was kind of on the edge. We managed to fly, but the wind was pushing us a lot, so we couldn't fly all of us to the goal.
Well, if today is valid, it's gonna be very bad for me. I was 5, but I think it's maybe not valid task because no mass pilot will make the second turn point, a lot of problems. I think maybe we cancel.
A lot of people bumped out today, but somehow Francoise Ragolski managed to land here and made a goal, so everybody is probably pissed, but yeah, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's like this, you know, sometimes you win it, sometimes you lose.
I was the only one who managed to finish because although I have maybe less pressure, and I know in front of me was Nikola Donini and Christina Kolb, and they were a bit playing the time, and I passed them and I saw them doing mistake, and for sure they have kind of take this risk because they wanted to be fast, so I prefer to play safe and get all the letters, and that's paid back.
On account of bad weather, the daily task is cut short. but this gives an opportunity to explore other parts of the mountain.
We found this crazy, amazing place where it was this big monument and the good wind at the right place.
There we were soaring and making what we call wagga. And wagga flying is this style of flying proximity, close to the ground.
Sending little tricks everywhere.
Soaring by the monument.
You go for a stubby touch.
Play with your friend.
Skidding on some dirt roads.
Or you just climb obstacles like Francoise. He was up on the monumentum just standing there like a bird.
I am born as a bird who is flying close to the ground. I love soaring. What I like with paragliding is that I'm traveling. I just take my glider as I take my skateboard. I just go on a location and then I fly and make the tricks that I want to do.
It's freedom, it's challenge, it's brain exercise. In paragliding, I think it's just the different thing is that we're closer to each other because we have so much para-waiting, we call it. It's when we're on the takeoff and then we cannot take off because the wind is the wrong direction. And then what do? You have somebody else that loves the passion that you do, sitting over there that you don't know you don't know which country. You know that you both have something that you can talk about and you're just sitting there. So you're gonna talk about it, you're not just gonna sit there. So you might be sitting there for 2 hours and then you know this whole life. And then he's one of your brother, you know, the brother of the air. So I think this is a difference from all the other sports.
I'm tandem pilot and I always put the sentence during the flight like, hey, how do you like my office? You know, because this is our office. When we start to take off, we are in the working place. We are super lucky.
Day 3, Acro Cross, lift Sopot. We're still very optimistic with the weather because we've been influenced by the strong northeast winds. The mountain is quite protective and the thermals are kind of blocking it, but still the conditions are really choppy and rough. We hope that today we can do a task and we will go to the flatlands, kind of following the wind, doesn't interfere much with the mountain. The task is this direction, so we're perpendicular to the wind. Maybe we should straighten a bit. The start gates will start in 12:30. This is in 40 minutes. Okay. And it will continue 1 hour.
Unfortunately, poor weather conditions take their toll, and Tim, Christina, and Johannes bomb out in the middle of the task. Luke and Dimitris before reaching the landing circle.
Third day was even more north wind. It was so sketchy. We were on the takeoff. I remember my friends, like legend pilots, just looking to the wind and telling me, it's not really conditions to fly. But we were positive, and in the last moment we get a window to out take off. It was rough conditions. We were basically flying in the rotor of a mountain with a 45-kilometer wind. So it was like a washing machine. Just being in the air was enough exciting. I was lucky I could escape with a few other pilots, and most of the other guys, they couldn't catch the thermal and they were washed down and land with no mercy to the landing, like boom.
There was just a very little window where you could actually make it up to cloud base. So if you couldn't use that little window, it was not possible to complete the task.
I bombed out, so I had to land and it was finished for me.
Competition is so much strategy and a little mistake is so easy coming, so I don't know who is going to win, we have no idea.
Nico is out too.
I think I was first, but then the north wind increased a lot and I bombed out before the goal.
Jimbo and Veso bomb out far away from the mountain and find themselves in the middle of a field.
Very, very interesting day. A lot of pilots made it. Oh, wow, one more. So
5 pilots already passed me. I was definitely having disadvantage today with my 17 square meter. I'm happy for these guys. Maybe they will close the task. Yeah, Jack is super high. He will close the task for sure.
Today was amazing. I mean, it was a perfect day for me. The wind was in a little bit of the wrong direction at first, but eventually the thermals brought on a good southerly wind. We were able to take off, get into the air. And although it was a little bit tricky at first, I managed to make it around the course, fly some good maneuvers, and I can be happy with my day. I mean, we'll have to see the results later, but I think I won.
The mood was really good. Most of the time was positive, everyone was smiling, and just the type of flying we were doing put everyone naturally in their best mood, because that's what we love to do in free flying when we're not competing.
I really love the place, you know, the people. It's more close to Brazil. It's amazing.
Today seems to be a very good day. Yesterday we had strong wind from the side, which meant it was very turbulent. We have gliders that are bigger than we usually fly. Most of us have acro gliders.
I fly U-turn blackout 20.
I chose the advanced IOTA.
RG Emily, piece 2 in 20.5.
I choose a freestyle wing that is something between an acro and cross-country wing.
I have a good glider, but I think I made maybe a little mistake with the harness. I took the harness for the cross-country, which is better for the performance, but for the acro it's not so good. I have a big possibility to be in the podium, so let's see today.
You need to have a very complex skill to win that competition. You need to be an acro pilot, you need to be a cross-country pilot, and you need to be a competition cross-country pilot. You need to be able to compete against time, and you need to have a free experience like a solo pilot.
Day 4 is the final day of the Acro Cross Challenge. The weather seems favorable, so Veso has prepared a slightly different task, which gives a fair chance for all pilots to climb up the rank list. This certainly shifts the moods.
Anyway, except you, the top 2 and top 3, it's really easy for most of us if you fly good today. I mean, everyone can be second or third place. For first, Francoise need to bomb out, which is also possible.
Well, I feel very good because it's an easy day, we made an easy task, I have a big advantage, so I have to be like just safe and not fuck it up, and I should win. But it's easy to say that.
Egor Posokhin, Russia. Please of infinity.
He said he don't like this setup.
Man, it's fucking scary. I didn't feel this wing and this harness like crazy, man.
But he's doing good, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe he's gonna change his mind now.
I have old freestyle wing. I just take one wing from my friend. I can fly good where I'm alone and where I'm free. But there is a race, we have to be fast and we have to push. I don't care about tricks, I just do the hardest one. I just have to be faster.
The 4th day was a reward, it was perfect. We set an easy task of 20-something kilometers just to finish on time. Everyone was in go, happy, throwing maneuvers. Hey, good job, man.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. We were finally blessed with some really amazing conditions.
It was good, super flight. I think I did a good time. I did cork, missed it too early to sat, and then freestyle.
Nice one, Nico.
Fast, huh? Yeah, fast.
Not the best comp for me, but I really enjoy the format. Fly with my friends. The more important is just enjoy the fly together.
Oh, I just finished the competition. I just need to make 3 acro tricks now, and I'm gonna win the Red Bull Acro Cross. I'm very stoked. I was not expecting this when I came. So well, now I'm here and I'm gonna send the acro, and I hope I'm not gonna fuck it up. Let's go! Let's go! I'm gonna take it easy. I just gonna make it. Thank you, Veso! Woohoo! Oh, that's so cool. Let's go up. Good one. Oh man. Oh. Thanks to you. It was good. It was good. Kind of good prediction because I think I won. Yeah, I won.
Francois is the undisputed winner. And now it's time for some fun. The pilots show their graceful skills are not just airborne. The endless summer spirit is in the air.
Good vibes, just good vibes. Because when you land, it's super nice. You have the pool, the food and the drinks. It's super nice. And the ice cream as well. And if you're not here, you're flying. So yeah, only good vibes here.
This Acro Cross experience was incredible for me because it's the first time that I make this kind of event, and I'm so enjoying the flying here in Bulgaria and the people and the organization. It was super beautiful. I was hoping to win because I'm good in cross country, but I did some mistakes and Francois, the winner, made better, and so he won.
This Acro Cross experience was the best. Veso chose such a great location, you know, so close to his home and obviously really special to him. I've never experienced such a comp where throughout the task I'm just flying with my friends, laughing, joking, climbing up to 3,000 meters above the takeoff, sharing jokes with each other, you know, and then finishing the task. And then to top it off, I came second, so for me it was just a great experience all around, really. I really think it has a future in the sport, and it would be great to see this competition format taken to several different venues, really. It would be really nice.
Being a winner here is a bit of a surprise for me. I thought I was not ready enough. I did some very good decisions during this competition, and I'm very happy to not have made any mistake. I was a bit surprised. Cross country is very easy to make a mistake.
I think Acro Cross could be definitely a future of terms of showing who is the more developed pilot, like overall skill, and also for those pilots who really want to have fun and good time.